Hello students. Now the next element of marketing mix that we are going to discuss is place. Place also known as physical distribution. Okay. You have decided that what you are going to offer in product. You have also decided the price that you are going to charge for your product from the customer. Now you have to decide that how I am going to make my product available to the customers. If the customer is living very far away from the place where I am selling the product or the product has been manufactured, then how I am going to make my product available, and the set of decisions that a marketer has to take to make their product available is known as, that combination is known as place mix. Okay, so in place mix a marketer has to take two decisions. First decision is deciding the channels of distribution. It means that what are the different channels that you are going to use, or what are the who are the different persons who will help you out in making your product available to the customer. Whether you are going to deliver your product on your own without involving any middleman directly to the customer, or you are involving some peoples or agents or any people who will distribute your product to the different corners of the country. Okay, that group of people involves channels of distribution. So there are two types of channel. There are two levels of channels of distribution. First is direct channel. Direct channel is also known as zero level channel, in which there is no middleman involved. When a manufacturer directly sell the products to the customer without involving any person in the channel distribution process. Second is indirect channel. Indirect channel means in which the manufacturer is not going to deliver the product directly to the customers. Maybe the customers are scattered and are very far away from the manufacturing place. So he is going to involve some persons who will help them to distribute the product to the different customers. There are three levels of indirect channel: 1 level, 2 level and 3 level. What is 1 level? 1 level is that level in which one person is involved, one middleman is involved, that is manufacturer will sell the goods to the retailer, then retailer is going to sell that product to the customer. So one person is involved, that's why it is known as 1 level channel. 2 level means when a manufacturer, there are two persons involved in the distribution chain. Manufacturer sold his product to the wholesaler, then the wholesaler will pass this product to the retailer, then retailer will sell this product to the consumer. Third level is, 3 level is when three persons are involved. Manufacturer sell his goods to the agent, then agent will distribute the products to the different wholesalers, then wholesaler will sell the product to the retailer, then finally the consumer will be reached to the customer. So in this way he have to decide that which channel I am going to choose for making my product available to the customer. Then the second thing that is involved in the component of place mix after channels of distribution is physical distribution of goods. When you have decided that who are the persons who will help you out in distributing the goods, then what are the different activities to be kept in mind while making the goods available or distributing the goods physically. Okay, so there are four activities that are involved in the physical distribution of goods. First activity is order processing. Order processing refers to the time taken between receiving the order and making the product or delivering the product to the customer. So this is a very important thing to be kept in mind, that what is the time, or you should take less and less time, minimum time to deliver your product. Okay, this time may involve some steps. For example, when you receive the order from the customer, you have to check their credit worthiness. Okay, regarding the address of the customer, whether the delivery, your courier delivery is available at that place or not, who are the people who are going to deliver the product. So these are the different things which will take time. Okay, so you should decide that what should be the time we are going to take, and the time should be less. We should not take so much time in delivering the product to the customer. After deciding the time, the second activity is transportation. You should decide that which mode of transport you are going to use to make your product available. As I have said that it might be possible that the place, for example, we can say the example of tea. It is being produced in the Darjeeling in Assam, we can say, but it is consumed by all the peoples living in different countries. So then it need to be distributed to the customers living in the different parts of the country. So which mode of transport you are going to use, whether it is road, air, water, and different modes of transport you are going to use to make your product available. You should analyze the cost and the benefits of all the transport mode available with you, so that the cost that you have incurred in such transportation mode should not be more than the benefits you are going to derive from such product. Okay, the cost should be less than the benefits you are going to derive by delivering such product to the customer. Okay, for example, you have delivered one product to the customer and you have spent 100 rupees in that mode of transport. So you should receive more than 100 rupees from such customer. Warehousing, it refers to the place where you are going to store your product. As we can say that the product is manufactured at a time, or in case of food items, these are being produced in a single time, but these are consumed by the consumer throughout the year. So you have to keep a stock. Okay, in this point we will discuss, you have to keep all that quantities with you stored in a godown or a warehouse, so that you can make immediate delivery to the customer. They don't need to wait, or you don't need to take so much time in producing such good at the same point of time when you receive the order, because it is not possible that when you receive the order at the same point of time you will start your production and you will be able to deliver that product. Okay, so warehousing refers to the place where you are going to store your product to make the immediate delivery to your product and to the customer, and to save, to protect your product from any kind of spoilage, risk, damage or theft. Fourth one is inventory. Inventory refers to the stock of the product that you are selling. You have to maintain a sufficient amount of stock with you, so that you should not take so much time and you will be able to deliver that particular amount of quantity that your customer is demanding. Okay, you have to analyze that how much quantities will my customer purchases in the coming year or in the coming month, so that I can maintain a sufficient amount of inventory. Cost is to be analyzed, the time is to be analyzed. Don't be confused within these two activities. Warehousing involves a place where you are going to store your product to make the immediate delivery, as well as to protect your product. As well as inventory means the amount, the level of stock you are going to store with you, so that you can make the sufficient deliveries to your customers. Okay, so these are the all decisions and the activities that a marketer has to take in physical distribution of goods.